A local mayor credits 13 Investigates for getting the ball rolling to clean up cancer-causing toxins near a city well.
Our investigator, Sandra Chapman, first exposed the problem last summer. It's in Tipton. It was part of her series, Dangerous Exposure.
And tonight, Sandra's back with some good news and a new plan to get rid of the decades-old contamination.
Well, I remember your visit well because it was during that visit that I was informed that there was an issue out there.
It's been a year since Tipton Mayor Don Havens got news from 13 Investigates he couldn't ignore.
Whose responsibility is it and who pays for it?
We uncovered records of contamination inching near the city's municipal drinking water well, toxins the Indiana Department of Environmental Management had all but forgotten.
I mean, it's my water that I cook with, drink, bathe with.
Old tanks were leaking into the soil at the former Acroline site, now known as Integrity. The company promised to clean it up as part of IDEM's Voluntary Remediation Program, or VRP. As part of that program, the state of Indiana gives companies immunity from lawsuits. But after 10 years of failing to substantially comply with the terms of remediation, IDEM kicked the company out of the VRP. That's when the state should have taken enforcement action. But IDEM dropped the ball and did nothing for 4 more years until 13 Investigates exposed the lapse in compliance to both Mayor Havens and to IDEM.
Could we do a better job? Perhaps. We're trying. We're looking at every process. We're looking at everything we can to make sure that we don't lose track of a site.
Our job is to make sure the well is protected. Integrity's job is to take care of the cleanup.
Weeks after our initial reports, Acroline Integrity decided to test its entire groundwater monitoring system. The results revealed both good and bad news. According to this report submitted to IDEM this year, cancer-causing toxins TCE and vinyl chloride were detected at unacceptable groundwater screening levels in monitoring wells underneath the southeast portion of the building and outside its southwest corner. Now, as part of IDEM's state cleanup program, Integrity is under watch and required to remove the contaminants.
Integrity has completed the necessary negotiations to get a commitment for funding from 2 different insurers. A contract has been let, and the cleanup should begin very soon.
Testing also revealed something else. No TCE or vinyl chloride in the city's water wells.
Oh, that's a big relief. That's always a big relief.
The city will perform routine monitoring of that well and keep a close eye as Integrity tackles the nearby cleanup over the next 3 years.
So what can residents in Tipton expect to see over the next 3 years?
Well, Scott, besides the equipment that will be outside, not much on the ground. Electrical heating resistance treatment will be used. It means electrodes will be put into the ground and the contaminants cook, so to speak, until boiling, causing the contaminants to basically evaporate. Now, the size of the treatment area is almost the size of 2 college or NBA basketball courts. And right now, the underground plume is considered stable. So, of course, they're hoping it stays that way for the next 3 years while they're cleaning it up.
I know you'll be following that story.
We will. I want to make sure it gets cleaned up.
All right, Sandra, thanks.